Imagine being so rich that when you traveled and spent money, you almost destroy the country's economy. Hey, I'm Alex Lam, and in this episode of Stories of the World, we're going to be talking about the richest man to ever live, Mansa Musa. Nowadays in the news, we always hear about Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates overtaking each other on the net worth list, but compared to Mansa Musa, these two gentlemen combined don't even come close to Mansa Musa's wealth. His wealth in today's value is estimated to be about $400 billion. So let's get to the story. Mansa Musa, Mansa meaning king or emperor, was the 10th Mansa of the West African Mali Empire. When he was crowned, the Mali Empire consisted of territories formerly belonging to the Ghana Empire. During his rule, he expanded the Mali Empire, conquering present-day Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, and Mauritania. At the time, West Africa was renowned for gold and salt, and by controlling the sources and collecting revenue, Mansa Musa further established his empire. Mansa was a very good leader because as the empire was getting too big, he knew he couldn't handle it on his own, so he divided the territory into provinces and each one ruled by a father, meaning governor, who were all personally appointed by him. Now, much of Mansa Musa wasn't known to the rest of the world. They didn't have Instagram or Facebook to take pictures and flex on. At the time, West Africa was just known to be a mysterious desert. I mean, it's literally in the Sahara Desert, and most people probably didn't even know that it existed. That's until Mansa Musa set off for a pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 CE. On this pilgrimage, he was about to stun the world. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage party reportedly consisted of 60,000 men, all wearing brocade and Persian silk, 12,000 slaves, each carrying 1.8 kilo of gold, 100 camels, each carrying 130 kilograms of gold, and in addition, hundreds of other camels who held food and other supplies. He rode on a horse with 500 slaves up front, each flexing 2.7 kilogram gold staffs. Now what's crazy is he hasn't even done anything yet. Like, he was just getting ready to leave. He was just packing his bags. During his journey, many eyewitnesses that were amazed of his wealth would document his journey. Records exist today in a variety of sources, including journals and history. Then the famous incident at Cairo happened. The Mali ruler's caravan had crossed the Sahara Desert and into Egypt. When he arrived in Cairo, he stunned the Sultan by his wealth. Mansa Musa and his entourage would spend so much gold, he devalued it by 20%, which would later take 12 years for the flooded gold market to recover. Musa gave 50,000 gold dinars to the Sultan as a first meeting gesture, which is just under $9.5 million in today's money. Can you imagine just meeting someone and giving them 10 mil, like 9 mil? His Cairo visit spread all over the world. In Spain, a map maker was inspired to create Europe's first detailed map of West Africa. Created in 1375 CE, the map, part of the Catalan Atlas, has Mansa Musa sitting regally on a throne, wearing an impressive gold crown and holding a gold staff in one hand and somewhat gleefully a huge nugget or orb of gold in the other. It was such tales of gold that would inspire later European explorers to brave a disease, warlike tribes, and inhospitable terrain to find the fabled riches of Timbuktu, the golden city of the desert that nobody quite knew where to place on the map. The historian Al-Umari, who visited Cairo 12 years after the Mansa Musa's visit, heard locals still singing the praises of Mansa Musa. After his pilgrimage, Musa focused on the Mali Empire's economy and education. In Timbuktu, he brought architects from Spain and Cairo to build his grand palace in Timbuktu and the great Dinjur Mosque that still stands today. Timbuktu soon became a center of trade, culture, and Islam. Markets brought in merchants from Hausaland, Egypt, and other African kingdoms. A university was founded in the city, and Islam was spread spread through the markets and university, making Timbuktu a new era of Islamic scholarship. News of the Malian Empire's city of wealth even traveled across the Mediterranean to southern Europe, where traders from Venice and Granada and Jean soon added Timbuktu to their maps to trade manufactured goods for their gold. Now today, while Musa's palace has since vanished, the university and mosque still stand in Timbuktu today. By the end of Mansa Musa's reign, the Sankore University was capable of housing 25,000 students and had one of the largest libraries in the world with roughly 1 million manuscripts. Mansa Musa's death is highly debated among modern historians, but it seems like he died a natural death around 1337. After Mansa Musa's death, civil war destroyed the empire, as all the following rulers would fight over power and gold. Now I think it's actually quite sad, and because, in my opinion, Mansa Musa was the real life Black Panther. You know, this was Wakanda for real. The country is in the desert, he controls the gold and salt supply, just such a shame. Now I'm curious, if you guys had Mansa Musa's $400 billion, what the hell do you do? Anything would be possible. You literally win life. Now if I had the money, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I would go crazy. I'm just gonna buy everything I see. Right? I'm not gonna even point. I'm just gonna use my eyes. I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna buy that. I mean, 400 billion, like, even Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos say they can't even spend the money. Like, how are you gonna spend triple or 4 times their amount? So I'm curious how you guys would spend the money. Let me know in the comments below. So that's the story of the richest man that ever lived, Mansa Musa. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more stories. Also, be sure to check out my previous videos. I'm Alex Lamb, and this is Stories of the World. Peace.